I could stay with you and hold you close to me all night long. So many lovers' games I'd love to play with you. On that hand, there's no reason why it's wrong. But on the other hand, there's a golden band to remind me of someone who would not understand. On one hand, I could stay and be your loving man, but the reason I must go is on the other hand. In your arms I feel passions I thought had died. When I looked into your eyes, I found myself. And when I first kissed your lips, I felt so alive. I've got to hand it to you, girl, you're something else. But on the other hand, there's a golden band to remind me of someone who would not understand. On one hand, I could stay and be your loving man, but the reason I must go is on the other hand. Yeah, the reason I must go is on the other hand. Thanks. Randy Travis, yeah. Hey, so another thing that's kind of cool, just getting to do this acoustic thing, is with the band, we kind of do the same thing every night. You have to work up a show, and that's how it works. But solo, I get to do whatever I want. So if there's any requests out there, just yell them out, and I'll get to it.
Mean Spirits?
Okay. I know both of those. It's funny. Well, that's not always true. When I first started playing, I would go through these songwriters that had a lot of songs, and people would ask for songs that I just would assume they knew, and they would, like, man, I don't remember that one. And I thought, how can you forget a song that you wrote? And now I know. It's real easy to do that. But yeah, I know both of those. Yeah, so this was a song that Courtney Patton and I wrote this with Cody Jinks early last year. And we went up to his place in North Texas, and we've been talking about doing it for years, and none of the three of us are, we're not like appointment co-writers, you know what I mean? There's this thing they do in some places, where you show up and you're gonna, like, let's meet here at 10 o'clock in the morning in this office building, and let's be creative, and we're gonna have a song done by noon. There you go, that's your inspiration. 2 hours, get it done. I can't do that. I don't have that gift. But what I can do is when you invite me up to your ranch and you say, hey, let's hang out for 3 days, and the first night we're not even going to touch a guitar, we're just going to drink a bunch of liquor and drive around in four-wheelers and fall into ditches and stuff. And then the next day we'll wake up and then we'll see what happens. And that's exactly how this song got written. This was a day two. So it came from Cody quit drinking hard liquor. He was talking about that, and it reminded us of this old producer that I had, Kevin Welch, who was one of my songwriting heroes. He was talking about brown liquor one time, and he said, "Man, I had to quit doing it." He said, "I had to give up those mean spirits," and that's where it came from. I've held on to that line for years and years, and so we wrote this song in about 20 minutes after we decided what we were going to write about. I've had enough of mean spirits taking me places I don't want to go. And I'm giving up on mean spirits. Gotta get back what's good for the soul. I had to break up with a bottle. Started out fun and it brought me down. And I had to ask myself some questions. And I had to get right with what I found. And I've had enough of mean spirits taking me places I don't want to go. And I'm giving up on mean spirits. Gotta get back what's good for the soul. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Find the ones you want to keep around. 'Cause others, they're like crabs in a bucket, starting to get up and they pull you back down. And I've had enough of mean spirits taking me places I don't want to go. And I'm giving up on mean spirits. Gotta get back what's good for the soul. Well, everybody's screaming at each other, and everybody's got something to say. Just turn off your TV and talk to your neighbor, and be the reason somebody has a better day. I've had enough of mean spirits taking me places I don't want to go. And I'm giving up on mean spirits. Gotta get back what's good for the soul. Gotta get back what's good for the soul. One of my favorite lines in that song that says "crabs in a bucket." So that's something my dad used to say when I was a kid. when I was real young, I was hanging out with this bad group of kids, and my dad said, "Hey," he goes, "those kids, they're like crabs in a bucket." He said, if you put a bunch of crabs in a bucket and you watch, and one of them will start to almost get away, start to get up on the side of the bucket and make his way out." And he goes, "If you watch, all the other crabs will reach up and they'll grab that one, and they'll pull him back down into the bucket with them. They won't let him get away." And then from then on, the whole rest of the time I was growing up, he never told the story again. He would just walk up. Sometimes he'd just go, "Crabs in a bucket," and I knew exactly what he meant. And so we were coming across that part of the song, and we were trying to figure out a way of, don't let bad people bring you down. And I told that story, and I was like, we could find a way to say that. And they went, "Well, let's just say crabs in a bucket." So we did. We left it in. And then the coolest thing was last year I got to play that song on the Grand Ole Opry stage, and my dad was there. He was in the front. He was right there, right in front of me, and I got to sing "Crabs in a Bucket" back to him from the Opry stage, which was pretty great.